I thought,
Hey,
All
what's going
right,
on,
here we
everybody?
go.
It's your
all
homeboy
right.
Short, sitting down in his man room as usual, getting ready to start the E&L Sports Talk Show. I got my homeboy here, Les Miller. What's going on, Les?
Hey man, I'm good, man. Hey, I'm looking forward to talking to an original point guard. You know, because wherever he played, man, got to keep your hands out because he gonna pass you the ball.
There you go. There
So
you go.
welcome,
Yeah, so
welcome here.
yeah, and so that's the point that Les trying to make is that we have a special guest, very good point guard from back in the day. Our homeboy, legend from South Shore High School, Mike Bennett. What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, Eric?
I'm doing
I just
good,
want
man. Listen, why don't
I
you
want
tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
firstly, I just want to thank you guys for having me on the show, man. I really appreciate this, man. But
Okay,
to
cool.
talk a little about myself, man. I'm a guy. I played basketball just about my whole life, man. I
Hmm
grew
hmm
I grew up playing from like maybe 9 to 10 years old together. I mean, from
hmm
9 to 10 years old, and my brother taught me everything I knew about the game. My brother Lenny Bennett, and
Okay.
he used to coach us as kids. Myself, my man Les Lewis, Henry Murphy, quite a few cats, man. But my
hmm
brother and cats like Joe Bond,
Oh,
Joe
yes,
Bond,
Joe.
they
Yep,
helped
yep.
they helped raise me in the game, man.
hmm
And I went on from playing with them. Then eventually, I broadened out and went to like St. John's Center, and I was playing with some teams up there in this tournament they used to call the area tournament, area ball. And remember that, right? Ian?
Yeah.
And from there, Lloyd McCory, and Lester Roberts saw me, and they snatched me up and wanted me to play with them. So I started
Right.
playing with a team called we were Young, Gifted, and Black first. They
Oh, nice.
They eventually transitioned into Sports Unlimited, and then from
hmm
there they went to Brooklyn, USA.
Right.
So all these people that talk
Okay.
about Brooklyn, USA, there was a lot more teams prior to Brooklyn, USA. But
hmm
we came up playing with Kurt Hudson. I was one of my first teammates when I played with them. You know,
Sweet. Yep,
Kurt
yep.
Hudson, Sweetwater, and Stogie, my man Stogie,
Oh
Kenyatta,
yeah,
my
yeah,
man Teddy Small, Jonah Nichols. These are
yeah,
some of the cats I came up playing with, man. And we
Right.
was
yeah.
running all through town, winning championships everywhere, Manhattan, Brooklyn, you name it. And we had some great teams coming up, man. And I had a pretty good
Yeah.
career in basketball. I had a little name out here, and there was a lot of cats that had bigger names than
hmm
me. But that didn't matter to me
hmm
because I felt you had to lace them up like everybody else. And I prided
Right.
myself on competing. So a lot of the cats that had bigger names than me, at the end of the day, they knew who I was. And
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
and I never
Jump
I
cut.
never I never left the court feeling that somebody dogged me out, or I felt that I left the court with mutual respect, or I
Yes.
or I gave a lot of them cats that had bigger names than me the bit. So that
Yes.
did
Yes.
yeah, like I said, man, that's what I prided myself on. I was under recruited. I feel. I
hmm
only had a couple of offers out of college, and I mean out of high school, and I kind of
hmm
messed those up. I had Bill Raftery, who was the coach of Seton Hall at the time. This is before Seton Hall really became the Big East.
Right.
And I had
Right. Right.
the late great Eddie Sutton, who was the coach at the University of Arkansas at the time. He was
hmm
coming to watch me, and he actually wanted me to come in and replace Ron Brewer. So they had Ron Brewer and Sidney Moncrief in the backcourt at Arkansas
hmm
That's right.
back
That's
then.
right.
And he had
Yeah.
wanted me. He was coming to look at me, but one of the games he came to, I don't know, I got a little agitated, and I kind of cussed out one of the white boys on my team in high school, and I got a tech.
hmm hmm
And back then they looked at that, negatively. Nowadays they
Right.
look say, well, oh, this guy is really competitive and he wants to win.
Right,
But
right.
anyway,
They want you to curse out your teammates.
exactly. Isn't that something? How things have
Yeah,
changed, man.
yeah.
But a lot of times, New York, man. I mean, we had so many players back then, man. I mean, we came from the mecca of basketball, man. We just came from a great era. I mean, we had, y'all know that at one time in the '70s, they had more players in the NBA from Brooklyn than anywhere else in this world.
Right.
And
Yeah, yeah.
I attribute that to the coaching that we came up under, all the great coaches we had out here, not just in high school, but in summer league ball, and outside tournaments, the Lester
Right,
Roberts.
right.
A lot of people don't talk about my man Smitty, Greg Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Man,
And I do, because
huh?
I talk about Smitty all the time, and it's important because you're right. And Les and I talk about it. Everybody talks about all of the coaches that helped us, and we weren't
Right.
doing anything special, but we were all learning the same stuff, and it was being drowned into us, and that's why we had good
That's
players
right.
during that era. But it's so many of
Mm-hmm.
us. There were a lot of guys that played ball, man. It was
Yeah, you're right.
so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
You're right.
and
It
it's like,
wasn't until I went away to college I started running into people in North Carolina that I played against or with in Brooklyn. I'll tell you a
Mm-hmm.
story. When I first got to school in North Carolina, there was a guy that lived in my house off campus. And he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a ball player. I was still staying in an off-campus house my first year there. This guy said, his friend kept coming by the house. He said, man, I heard you kind of nice in ball and you play for the team. I said, yeah. I played at St. Augustine's College.
St. Augs, okay.
And, my man Bogey went there too. The year I got there, Bogey, his eligibility was up. He was still in school trying to get his degree.
right,
But,
Okay.
that's why I went to school. But the guy, I was telling me, yo, man, I heard you play ball, man. So I'm gonna bring my man by here to see what you got, man. We're gonna go to the gym. I swear ain't nobody scared, man. We can go out whenever you're ready. So, so he brought his man the next day, and they got out the car, and this man looked at me. I looked at him. He said, Mike, and I said, Dow. It was Dow Robinson.
what?
Get out of here.
Yeah, but
Get out of here.
yeah.
Get out.
So the guy walked
Wow.
out. He's like, yo, y'all know each other? He said, man, we played high school together, man. So the guy was tripping, man. So we went out to some gym in North Carolina and Raleigh and played some ball, and I had killed these guys, man. So the guy that was talking all that trash, he wasn't even that good, man. I said, man, he tried to call me out. But it was great. It was great to see Darryl, man,
Yeah, that was like,
But,
Yeah.
up in the Raleigh area because he played at App State, man.
He played at Appalachian State. Yeah.
They love him up there. And it's like,
Yeah, man. They tried his number and everything at the school.
Let me ask you a question. Did you know that he was up there then? All the years?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
man.
didn't.
He went up there, man.
We kind of lost touch after high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because see, when I was a sophomore, I started high school in the 10th grade. When I was a sophomore, Dow was a senior. Dow,
Yeah.
Steve Daniels,
Right.
Kelvin Blakely, this other cat named Derek Hunt. They had a nice team, man.
Yeah. I
And
Yeah.
Yeah, they're wicked, man.
when I got in the South Shore, it's funny. The summer before I got in the South Shore, I was playing with a team that summer in Bed-Stuy and had a white coach. My man Arlette
Mm-hmm.
took me down for this team. Said, yeah, I went to the trial. So I went down and I was killing these guys. He said, yo, so the white coach was like, yo, man, you got to bring your man. You got to tell him to come back. So, he said, what school you going to? I said, I'm going to go to South Shore High School. He said, what? He said, yo, I'm one of the coaches there. I said, get out of here.
Wow.
He said, listen, you ain't going to have nothing to worry about when you come to South Shore. I got you. So I get there. He wasn't the head coach. There was a guy named Sam Beckman who was the head coach at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He told me, he said, listen, Mike, when I met him at school, he said, man, you can make the team, but I suggest you play JV your first year because you're not going to play that much. So he said, I prefer for you to play JV and then you play varsity your last 2 years. Mm-hmm. So I played JV my first year. I was like 30-something a game on JV.
Damn.
And one of the cats on the, because Earl was on the varsity. Earl was a year ahead of me. He was a junior, Earl Fuller.
Right.
Okay.
Earl wasn't even playing that much as a junior, you know. But one of the other backup guards got hurt towards the end of the season, and he moved me up to the varsity. You know, at the end of the season, man, for the the rest of the regular season and the playoffs, man. That year we lost to Taft with Artie Green and
Okay.
and
Okay.
Kid and them. Yeah, they beat us by 1 point on their court, man.
Yeah.
You know, but I played against, man, all the best that was out here, man. And like I said, I held my own. And I got no regrets about the game, man. I love the game. Helped send me to
Yo,
college.
man, did you play
With whom?
Yeah. Did you play with Tony Biles?
Yeah,
Tony Biles.
Tony was on the team with us. Yeah, me, Tony,
Okay,
Earl.
yeah.
Me, Tony, Earl,
Yeah.
Big Dez. You know Big Dez, Desmond Martin.
Yo, Big Dez and Tony, those are my dudes, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
and Earl Fuller, man, he's something else, man.
Tony is my guy, man. We used to hang out all the time in high school, man.
Yeah, man, let me tell you something, man. That's cool, man. There's so many guys, man. It's so short, man. You could just spit the names out, man. Because
Billy Gittens was there.
Andre Stanley.
Yeah, Andre Stanley, Mo Fox.
Yeah.
You know, what's name was there with us too, Billy Gittens, man. But he just never went to school. You know. But he, and Billy was a bad dude, man. Billy never played for the team. Billy Gittens.
Yo, Mike, you remember Billy, right?
Yeah, that's my man. I know Billy a long time. Billy was a bad dude, man. And another cat a lot of people don't talk a lot about back then was Steve Daniels. Steve Daniels was a pro in high school, man.
Whoa.
He had a stroke in high school.
Yeah.
And he just
played, man. I was like,
you ever saw Steve Daniels play?
Yeah, I saw him at Jefferson, man. I was like, we were playing with Gil, and it was me and Albert was playing like in midgets, and the game before us was
right.
Playing, and they playing for Smitty. They're playing for Smitty.
Right. He played with Smitty. Right.
I'm telling you, man. I saw this dude, man. Like, and bless everything that the way I play.
Let me tell you something. All that noise. Let me tell you something, man. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Steve was so bad in high school. And I went to, South Shore was predominantly white back then.
Right.
He was going with one of the white teachers in the school. And I mean, everybody knew it. The principal, everybody. He was walking around the school holding hands with on everything, man. And nobody said nothing to Steve, man. That's how popular he was, man. He was a bad dude, man. Yeah, man.
He got ill, didn't
he? Yeah, he caught a stroke. He was never the same, man.
Right? Early in his life.
Yeah. Yep. Sure did, man. I really hurt us all, man. He was a good guy too, man. I'll never forget when I first made it to the varsity, when they moved me up in my sophomore year. Him, Steve Daniels, Larry McCarden was another one. Larry McCarden, he was passed away recently.
Wow, Larry McCarden, yo, that was my dude, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Larry McCarden play against New York Tech, man. He was an assassin. Yeah.
That's right, man. Yeah.
It's like everybody on that team, man, has skills. Everybody.
Yeah. You're right, man.
Like, and plus, man, you got guys play defense, man. Larry McCarden.
Yeah. I hear that noise? I remember when I was, I think my first year coming back for the summer from when I was in college in North Carolina, I was playing Soul in the Hole. I was playing against Pearl Washington, who I didn't know at the time. But I gave him the business, man. And halftime, he was like, yo, who are you, man? He's like, I hear all the people in the park calling your name. They know you, but I never seen you before. He said, you a college player? I said, yeah, I'm in college, man. He said, yo, you got a nice game. I said, well, you got a nice game too, man. You got nice handle passes. got to work on your jump shot a little bit, but you know. So he was like, well you
Yeah.
from Brooklyn? I said, yeah. He said, what high school you went to? I said, I went to South Shore. I said, where you go to high? At the time, it was his last year in Boys High, you know.
Boys, yeah.
And I mean, you know, I didn't beat my chest over giving him the business, but because I was supposed to. He was a lot younger than me. He was a high school kid.
Exactly. Because he's probably like 14 years old. Yeah, he was nice. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, he said he went to the high. I said, you go to the high? He said, yeah. I said, well, my old coach is coaching you now. He said, Mr. Paul Brown? I said, yeah. I said, ask your coach about me. So the next time I saw him, he said, man, my coach told me you was something else, man.
Yeah.
You know? yeah,
Yes.
man. You know,
Coach Brown is a good guy, right?
Huh?
You like Coach Brown, right?
Not
Brown.
really. No, not really.
Here's the dirt. Not really.
Not really, man. Not really, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yo, man,
Who was the coach that you were talking about? Was it Barney Jacobs?
Who?
Who was the coach? Who was the coach with Coach Sherman? Who was the coach you were talking about with Coach Sherman?
Oh, Barney Davis.
It was Barney Davis, right? Yeah.
Right. He just passed away recently too, by the way.
I never had any encounter with him. Did you, Les?
No.
Yeah, never.
Me neither.
No. Like I said, other than the time when I first played for him before I went to high school, I never knew who he was. But he later on, I know he coached. He was coaching girls teams, and he won the championship. I think it was at August Martin, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure.
But they won the championship like quite a few years.
Yeah, but I know
years in a row before I think Bertram started winning.
Knows him well, and a lot of guys play for him. Keith Williams played for him. I've never seen him around during those.
No, he was a good guy, man. I mean, a great person, man. Nice guy, man. Good coach. You know, all the players got along.
Nice
guy, man. Couldn't say nothing bad about him.
Yeah,
man. Very nice guy.
And people say that. I wish I had some kind of interaction with him, man, because
he was good to him. Good guy, man.
Yeah, and there's people, one of those guys that nobody knows about, but he was doing work. Helping guys.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
That's right.
So
he had a lot of guys like that.
Yeah.
They had a lot of guys like that come out of Brooklyn, man. That didn't really get the recognition that some others got.
Right.
But we had we had so it was just too many, man. We had so many great players and coaches, man. Especially in our era that came up in, man. I feel so bad for the kids now, man, because these guys is not no coach. They're not coaches. They're coaching these kids now, man.
Yeah.
And it's really sad to see.
But let me ask you a question, man. So, who's?
Go ahead, Les.
Yeah. Man. So, who was one of the? Give me 5 guys. Who your best 5 backcourt mates?
My best 5 backcourt mates?
Yeah.
Earl Fuller.
Okay.
My man Henry Murphy. Another cat that people don't know a lot about. This cat named Alton Ford. He was from Alton Ford was from the Cooper houses.
Okay.
He went to Grover Cleveland High School, and he's a lot older than me, but but he had a nice game, man. Nice game, man. I don't want to leave anybody out, man.
you got 2 more picks, man.
You know what? Man? I got to give my man some love. My man Skeet Fuller. I love Skeet.
Skeet's my dude too. Yeah.
He has some jets in his sneakers, man. He was tough, man. For a little guy.
He used to always tell me, "Let's just keep up with me." That's what he's saying. I'm passing the ball.
Man, that kid, I love playing with him, man. Like my junior year, it was me and Earl in the backcourt, and my senior year it was me and Skeet in the backcourt.
Okay.
So I've been with the Fuller family for a
Yeah,
long
that's
time.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
So
right.
those
who's number
my
5,
guys.
man? Is that 5 or that was 4?
You
That
got
was
one more.
one more.
One more.
I didn't play with him a lot, but we played together a few times. I had to give my man Cosell Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, Cosell's an easy pick though. He's an
Yeah.
easy pick,
Huh?
man.
He
Yo,
was younger because when we all
Mhm.
started out playing with Young Gifted and Black, Sports Unlimited and Booking, we all came up. So when I was playing like midgets, he was playing biddies.
Right.
Cosell,
Right.
Kelly Washington, Arizona.
K Wash is one of my favorite guys too.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about the
Beetle.
original
They all
Brooklyn
came up.
guys.
They
Yeah,
all came
Beetle.
up.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely Beetle.
they all came up under us. Lil Fred.
Yeah, Freddie
They all
French.
Freddie French. They all came up under us. So it was
Right.
times that when we was practicing, they like, man, we want to play against y'all because we see y'all killing everybody. So we had to
Yeah.
get them a little spanking too along the way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So we helped
Yeah.
kind of bring them up too, man. And
Yeah. That's cool.
and to this day, man, we all still close, man. Staying
That's
contact.
good, man.
Yeah, I just talked to
I
Cosell.
love that, man.
Those are good
I
guys,
love that.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Cosell and Fred recently. We stay in contact, man.
Mhm.
Which is a beautiful thing, man. Which we all need to do, man. Cause
Yeah.
I mean, we got a great
Absolutely, man.
a great thing going, but Brooklyn basketball, man, we got a lot of history, man. And we all need to stay.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Yeah.
hey man, and we're all in like the beginning of the fourth quarter now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you can't
yeah,
keep
man.
track of.
And
Yeah, man.
we trying to
Come on.
stretch it to overtime. We trying to
Yeah,
stretch it to overtime.
exactly.
And we do.
Absolutely.
And we do. We're gonna stretch it. You stretch it as you can. There's so many of us.
Oh, one person I left out. One person I left
That's it.
out that I got a name, Joe Barnes.
Oh, come on.
Joe Barnes, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now like I said, he helped raise me, and he brought me up. I was playing unlimited with him from like 15 to 16 years old, man.
Yeah.
And I never played with guys my age. I was always playing with the older guys, man.
Right.
He helped bring me up in the unlimited, man, with along with Kelvin Hicks play with us, and man, we used to have some bomb squads. Stan
Come
Loman.
on, man.
Right?
Come on, man.
Huh?
Come on, man. You
Did you
touching
have
my
Fox?
heart when you say Kelvin Hicks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That is my guy.
Well, we went to junior high.
After Eric Short, Kelvin Hicks is my guy.
We went to junior
Yeah.
high school together. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Kelvin. Me and Kelvin went to junior high school together. He was the biggest dude in junior high school and wasn't playing any ball. They used to have a junior high school tournament back in the days, and we lost in the championship to Sands, Al King and them. Kelvin's sitting in the stands watching the game. So I went by a customer. I said, man, Cal, man, how you going to be sitting in the stands? We out here struggling with Al King and this other cat. They were Andrew Nichols, who was about 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
And they only beat us by like 2 points, but we was giving their backcourt the business, man. But we just couldn't handle Al and what's the name, man? And they beat us, man. Kelvin sitting in the stands, man. He didn't even play ball at the time. I said, man, you the biggest dude.
But you hear the story about what he did to Al?
Oh yeah, I was there. I saw it.
You saw him?
I saw it firsthand. Yes, I was there firsthand. I saw it, man. And back then, it wasn't too many cats was giving Al the business, but he was one of them. Kelvin was no joke, but he was a late bloom. He started playing late, but he caught on because his brother and his uncles was real good, man. They used to play with my and Joe Bourne and them when they took the Brevoort Unlimited one year, man.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That still team. Yeah.
We got history with Calvin, but we ain't gonna
Yeah.
get into that today.
They have some.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Yo, Cal, let me tell you something, man. Cal, I didn't even know he went to Brooklyn Tech, man, until one day we're doing our thing at Lennox Road Baptist Church. And the coach asked, so where you go to school, son? He said, Brooklyn Tech. I said, I go to Brooklyn Tech, man. I ain't never seen you there.
Right.
Yo, me and Kel, and it's the craziest thing, right? Our school was so big, right? But neither of us played on the team until our senior years. He was a year ahead of me. He played, and then I played my senior year. And every time we go somewhere, they say, what high school are you in? I said, yeah. I said, I don't play high school ball. You know, because back then you couldn't do both.
Right,
You know,
right.
and I was like, I can't believe this shit, man. How the fuck are you not on the team? And he said to me, and how the fuck are you not on the team?
Right.
And crazy, man.
And
It
like I
was
said,
crazy.
man, that's
Yeah.
what Mike. That's
Yeah.
because we have history with Calvin before that.
That's right, man.
Right.
Yeah.
No, because when we
Yeah.
played the church league, me and Les played for Lennox Road Baptist Church, and
Okay.
we beat his ass down.
Right.
Leslie
Yeah.
was, but
He was
Leslie
playing
was
with Grace.
But
Yeah.
Leslie was like
Right.
a jump shooter, so he was away from the basket. So it's me going at Calvin, and I was
Right.
beating his ass in, man. At 13, I was killing him. 12 years old, but he got good, man. And
Well, we used to spank on him in Citywide. He started playing with Les Pilgrim,
right, yeah.
And
But
then
you know
and
what
then
helped him,
Lester,
man? Is
huh?
his
Yeah.
timing, man.
Right.
He had that natural timing. So,
Yeah,
but
man.
Calvin didn't just do it for defense, man. His game was a timing thing, and you could never catch his time.
You're right.
Yeah.
And he had the
Yeah.
longest arms
Man,
ever.
come on, man.
Woo,
He could
was
tie
hot.
his shoe standing
Yeah,
up.
tell me about it, right? And
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
crazy, man.
just the nicest guy, man. I remember one year
Man.
he played with us in Sill. Remember Sill Sporting Goods store?
Oh, yeah.
They used to sponsor us in a lot of tournaments. They put up the money
Right.
for us and stuff. So he had his tournament one year, Sill, at this place downtown Brooklyn on Court Street. And Calvin played with us in that tournament, man. But he always played with Les, Les Pilgrim.
Right.
So that year, Les was in the tournament. Kelvin didn't know it, but Les was in the tournament. They had they had a bomb squad. Phil Foreman, Kurt Sumter, Earl,
That's the Riot Squad.
Kenny Page from
Yeah,
Staten Island.
that's the Riot Squad, man.
And they
Yeah.
end up they end up beating us, but they was ragging Kelvin the whole game. Like, yo, why you not playing with us? Kelvin said, I grew up with these guys. I went to junior high school with them. They asked me to play with them. But they ragged so hard. He was such a nice guy that bothered him. And he just didn't come play his game.
Right.
Had he played anything close to his game, we would have beat them, man.
Yeah.
But they had but these are the cats we played against all the time. Had mad respect for. I'm talking about the Phil Foremans, Kurt Sumters.
Yeah, that's
Kenny
right.
Page. I mean, they had a bomb squad, man. Yeah. And we gave them all they could handle, man,
But it's weird, man, because you point out any team that you played against and you start rattling off names of basketball players. It's not like you're saying, oh, this one guy was nice, blah, blah, and that's it.
Right.
Well, but they had these other guys too, blah, 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 blah. There's so many of us, man.
Yeah, man. That's just go show you how many of us were nice back in the day, man. I mean, come on, man. We had a whole bundle of great players, man, come out of Brooklyn, man.
Yeah. And
that's right.
If people don't understand this, but what you said about Calvin, as a coach, like if George Merton was short a couple of guys, he'd get on the phone and call Gil. Gil have 3 of his players, or call Lester Roberts. I mean, guys were interchangeable, man. And go and play.
You're right.
Something, man.
And,
you're right.
It's crazy, man, because there's so many of us that you can't keep track.
Did y'all guys play with Gil, man? Did you play with Gil, Les?
Yeah, I did.
No, I was totally with George. I was a restoration guy. Yeah.
Right. I played with George once in the Brevoort, but I never played for Gil, man. Gil was bugging out. He was punching people in the face.
But it's hard. It's hard.
He was beating people up, man. Yeah.
It's hard, but that's why you got, to me, and I always say to people, the best way to deal with Gil is the same way you deal with your math teacher. You just pay attention, man. If you're not paying attention, all hell is gonna break loose somewhere, because he's gonna catch you.
Right.
Because he's waiting for you to slip up, man. And George is like that too.
Yeah.
Right, Les? But the only difference.
Yeah, he wasn't the best Gil though, man.
George,
that's right. That's right.
Teaching. Gil is like he wants you to perform.
Right.
He's gonna beat you up.
Yeah, but yo, man, George, man, he treated us different than other people because we had fathers in our lives.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he used to idolize my father, man. So he knew that if he hit me, my pops would come fucking about. He's my friend. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah,
wasn't like that, man. But he took care of a lot of good people, man.
Yeah, and it's
You
yeah,
know,
funny
yeah,
people who
because
didn't have a father in their home. You
yeah,
know, and
but
I've
one
heard a lot of good stories about what he would do. You know,
yeah
yeah.
yeah.
We started a junior high school league together in later years, George and I, called
Mm.
the Living Legends of Brooklyn Basketball.
yeah
We
Okay,
started
okay,
we started a junior high school league. We had like 40 something teams, man, girls and boys teams. I want to give a shout out
right.
to my man from Game Over, Eric Hicks. He
Oh
do-
man,
he donated all of the uniforms for us, man, for all of the
wow
40 teams, man. And
yo,
me and George had a good thing going, man. We ran it for a couple of years, man. You know,
mm.
yeah
yeah, it was really
Yeah,
really
man,
turned out.
yo, yeah. Eric Hicks is a good guy, man. He's a
Oh
good
yes,
guy.
yes he is.
Definitely a good guy.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I just I find him to be like he just stays the course of what he does, man. You know,
yeah.
Hmm.
and a lot of I mean the recognition for the community hasn't come out the way it should. You know,
Right.
and quite honestly, Eric deserves to have a bigger facility. You know what I'm
What is
saying?
he?
Yeah,
What is he doing now? What is he doing now?
I don't know. I don't know. I have
You
no
don't
idea.
know?
But I know the facility that's on Kakiasco.
Kaskiasko?
Yeah,
Right.
that place
yeah,
that's over there. That's only like one court. I personally like he
Yeah.
should have a place big like Boo Williams in Virginia, 8 courts, and
Right. Right. Right.
you know, because they don't have that in New York or in Brooklyn for that matter.
yeah.
Yeah.
They don't nothing like
That's
that.
true. You're right. You're
You know,
right.
but it's like when we were playing,
Yeah, man. But man, good.
when we played outside, and with all the things
Mm-hmm.
you're saying, like that, to summarize everything about how why we got good, we were playing outside all the time. Nobody does that anywhere
You're
anymore,
right.
you know. And
You're
it's
right.
you know, I
But
That's
mean,
right. That's
we,
right.
we didn't have a lot of indoor facilities, man, other than like St.
Oh,
John, or BRC or places like that. We didn't have a lot of indoor facilities.
right?
indoor
They're
facilities.
there
That's
one
right.
Yeah.
court.
That's right.
If you have it, it's a one court thing. It's not like 3 or 4. Down here, man, like 20 minutes from here, half an hour from me here in Charlotte, there's a place they just built. It's like got like 7, 8 courts, man. Virginia, eight
Yeah.
courts. Maryland,
Wow.
like every place is doing that, but Brooklyn doesn't have the space.
The only place they had up here like that was a place called Basketball City.
But also plus that, man, is like
What you say, Les?
what was that? No, I was just saying also, man, because after I left Brooklyn, man, it's like everybody's got a basket in their driveway.
Right.
So
Right.
these kids are not going to the park and getting competitive. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And that to me is a shame, man. You have to be able to have somebody hit you to make that jump shot. You just can't be
You're,
shooting them.
you're
Come on,
right.
man. Come
But it's not just that. Let this
come
You're
is
right.
on.
the thing, and let's hit it on the nose. But the thing is, when you're playing in the park, you are not you're not playing with a coach. So you're coaching yourself. So it's like it's win, lose, or draw. Like
Yeah.
if you win 3 games in a row, but they ain't passing you the ball. You got to find a way to get in the game. You got to figure it out on your own.
Right. Right.
How
Right.
am I going to get the ball and get a rebound? I'm not passing. I'm gonna make a move. You get it stolen, then you're definitely not going to get the
Mhm.
run. But you're battling.
That's right.
You're
Yeah.
battling
Yeah. Yeah.
your
Yeah.
own personality in the game. You're trying to develop your own personality.
Hmm.
But you don't play
Yeah.
basketball, you're gonna be subject to playing robot practice basketball, team basketball.
Yeah.
There's no fluency in your game. And guys that have all of this and moves and stuff, they experimented. When do you get to experiment if you don't play pickup basketball? You know?
That's right.
Look at all the parks we had as kids to go to play, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
we
Man,
had
it takes different.
Wingate, Lefferts,
Hmm.
St. John's Rec.
Hmm.
We had
Hmm.
so many places
They're
to
all over the place, man. And people don't understand.
go. It was crazy,
Yeah.
In
man.
the projects, you go to Kingsborough, there's courts in the Kingsborough projects, Brevoort projects. You go to
Right.
Thompson Park,
Right.
Marston Park, Lincoln Terrace, 92 Park, Marine Park, the beach.
That's right.
There's parks everywhere. There's like corny courts somewhere.
Right.
When you get off you get on after you get off the BQE and you're going into the Prospect Expressway. and you exit to Parkside
Right.
Avenue, there's a park right there where they
That's right. That's
run a
right.
tournament. You know, then you got the parade grounds.
Yeah.
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 Luckily,
We used to play.
lucky that they didn't put basketball courts inside Prospect Park. You notice that they never did that. There's no courts in
Right. Just had
You
those.
know?
They had those baseball fields, the parade
Yeah,
grounds,
yeah,
and the tennis
Yeah.
court.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
you go
That's
into
right.
every single one of them parks, and you will
Yeah.
find somebody
And
trying
speaking
to
about
make a move, trying to take somebody, you know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like that. But you develop a personality, as who you are. Then you go and take that against the better players, and then you get on a team, and then that
yeah.
coach develops what you have, you know, and
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
they
Speaking
taught
about that park off of the Prospect Expressway.
yeah. As soon as you
We
Go ahead,
used
get
to
Mike.
go play over there too.
yeah,
That park off of the Prospect Expressway.
yeah.
We used to go play
Yeah.
over there too, man. It was this white boy, this guy named Jack Ryan. I don't know if y'all heard this cat. He was a bad dude.
I know the name. I know
Yo,
the
No
name.
Jack
comment.
Mhm.
Ryan. Huh?
No
I
comment.
ran
No comment about Jack.
no, yeah, no comment about him. All right. He.
I know Jack, man. I know
Oh,
Jack.
you know
Jack
Jack?
guy.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
play together here and
Oh,
there.
y'all played
He's a
together?
Flatbush guy, so I know
Okay, okay.
him. And
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
he was tough, man.
yeah,
I
because
actually had
he
some
made it
battles
his
with him.
own. But
Yeah.
there's a guy. There's a guy that was so much better than him, and he's probably standing right next to you. A couple
Who's
of
that?
His name is Jimmy Manos.
I
Jimmy
heard of him, man.
Jimmy Manos played for Poly Prep.
Right.
He
I
went
heard
to
that
Colgate. And
name.
he was like first team all Catholic school. He was averaging like 32 points a game his senior year. He came out
Wow.
Really?
that same year. Yo, and
Oh
I
yeah?
played with him with Riverside, man. I'm telling you, man, he could shoot. You know who
Right.
he is, Mike?
I heard the name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike, you know who he is now?
No.
He
Yeah.
was the writer for The Sopranos.
Really?
Yeah, just about every episode. Like that.
Wow.
Oh, get out. Wow.
Yeah,
Isn't that
man.
something?
Wow.
My man had a jumper, boy.
I
Yeah.
heard that name before.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
he's a little
Mhm.
guy, man. Long blonde hair, and he
You
made
know
like
one of
first team all Catholic school in
one
'76.
of my regrets, man. My junior high school coach was one of the
Mhm.
assistant coaches at Severian High School.
Mhm.
I was averaging like 30 a game in junior high school. He was like, "Yo, man, you need to come to Severian." But at
Mhm.
that time, I was like, "Man, I ain't gonna know all white boy school, all the
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
Bay Ridge somewhere, man." But looking back on things, that might have probably been the best move for me at that time.
Right. Yeah. I hear.
You
But
know?
yo, man. So let me ask you something though, man. So tell us about your college career, man. When you played and what you was doing.
Well, I went to junior college up here, man. I went to New York City
Okay.
Community Town with my man Les and my man Murph and
Mhm.
Raw. You know Raw Sealy. He went to New York
Yeah.
Tech with
Yeah.
Kelvin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all
Mhm.
played together at New York City Community downtown. I stayed there for 2
Mhm.
years, and
Mhm.
then I ended up going on a tour, HBCU tour, and we went
Okay.
down south and played a lot of these schools, man. And I was killing all of them,
what was
off me
that? Heming
scholarships
Street
down.
Mhm.
Settlement.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, him. That's right. Yeah, man.
I did
My
that
man
too, man.
Jim Robb, man. It was a great dude, man.
It
But he
was a
ran the
great
program
trip,
down
right?
there. Jim, yeah, it was, man. And that was a hell of an experience, man. But we went down there, man. Oh man, I was killing these guys down there. Fayetteville State.
Mhm.
I mean, you name it. All the schools, Virginia State, all these schools offered me scholarships, man. But I ended up taking the scholarship from St. Aug. I guess part of the reason, of course, there was a few cats I knew down there. Bogey, um, my other man named Buster from Bed-Stuy.
Yo,
Dino, you
Dino,
remember Dino from
that's
Fort
my
Worth?
dude. Are you kidding me? Vernon Clemens.
Vernon Clemens.
Yeah, man, that's right. Yeah,
Vernon
man.
Clemens.
So,
Yeah.
that kind of helped make up my mind, man, because I knew a few cats down there, man. He played with me down there too, man.
Yeah,
Dino, man.
yeah.
You know, so man, I played there for 2 years, man. I had a nice experience. We lost in the CIAA championship my junior year, and then we lost in the Division II championship my senior year, man. But
Okay.
we had a nice little run down there, man.
Who'd you guys lose to in that D2 joint?
Hmm.
You remember?
I can't. I think it was a team from Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the name of the team though. But man,
Oh, okay.
I had a nice run down there, man.
Cool.
What's the name? We played against Charles Oakley and spanked them boys down there, man. You know, he was the biggest cat I ever saw in my life up to that point.
It's a big boy.
He went to Virginia Union, man.
Yeah.
When I was a senior,
nice
he was a freshman
too, right?
Yeah, it was beautiful, man. I'm telling you, I had the best time of my life, man. You know, we had a nice run down there. Had a nice career there, man. You know, nice 2 years down there, man. And we tried. My first year there was the coach was jerking me the first part of the year. There was a guy on the team, the guard. He was his father was the athletic director of the team.
Trouble.
He had been on the team since he was a freshman, and he was now a senior. So he was starting in front of me. So every game that I got in, we was down like 10, 15 points. I come in, run the show, hit a few jumpers. Next thing you know, the scores either tied, we down a few or up a few. He put them back in, they run the score up, man. So the first half of the season, we was like maybe 4 and like 11, something like that, man.
Wow.
So one day in practice, because he had me playing with the second unit. So my only recourse was to just dog him every day in practice.
Yeah.
Coach, you play in front of me. Every game he played, when I got in the game, the other team started laughing like, "Oh, this is his replacement. Oh, we really gonna have some fun now." And when I come in and start killing them, I had the other players and the other coaches telling me, "Yo, what are you doing on the bench? He's supposed to be." Well, we thought we was gonna have a real good time once you came in. You came in and was like, "Yo, what's going on, man?" But only recourse I had was to just dog them out in practice every day. So one day, coach said, "Listen, we got to have a good practice today. I think we was playing Winston-Salem State, Big House games in them, right? We got to have a good practice today."
Yeah, Big House.
So my thing was, I would take them apart in practice every day and make sure that the second team always beat the first team in practice.
Yeah.
So it got to the point that day the coach said, "Man, we got to have a good practice today, man." I dogged them out. We beat them every game in practice. The second team. So the whole first team went to the coach and said, "Yo, coach, man, I don't know what's going on, but you talking about we got to have a good practice. We can't even beat the second unit in practice because Mike is single-handedly taking Ben apart, and we can't beat it."
Yeah.
Forward, he started starting me, man. The whole season turned around.
Wow, nice,
Yeah, you
nice.
We ended up making it to the, huh? I had to, man.
Yeah.
I was a tough situation to be in, man. When you somebody you better than, you killing every day, and he started on you. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But that whole scenario turned around, and our whole season turned around behind it, man.
Yo,
we
so
had a
let
great
me ask you
year,
another
man.
question, man. When you guys were in Division II, did you guys play like Cheney State, New York Tech? I'm trying to think. Those are two teams that we played when I was at Hartwood. Because Cheney State had Andrew Fields, the Big Dip, and Tech had, of course, Kurt Sumter, Kelvin Hicks, Pete Edwards.
Yeah, I know. We played more teams, like more Southern teams, man. We didn't really play teams up this way. We played teams from like Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina.
Okay, I got you.
Like
I got you.
And
played like Guilford.
All at the HBCU.
Yeah, like Guilford. We played teams like Guilford, the school the world used to go to.
Right.
We played schools like that too,
Okay, so the only time you would have played those teams is when you're in the regionals,
Right. Played like North Carolina A&T. They was Division I at the time. We played them.
After y'all became Division II, you still, to some degree, played against teams that were HBCUs, right?
I didn't hear the first. Say that again.
I said once you guys became Division II, y'all were still playing HBCU schools, right?
Right. I mean, you played other schools other than HBCU schools also, and like non-league games,
right,
or whatever. But for the like league games, we played like other HBCU schools.
Okay, I got
you know what's funny in like the off season, we had like the best street ball run at our school, man.
Oh,
So North Carolina State wasn't far from us, and University of North Carolina wasn't far from us neither. So all them cats used to come play in our gym.
right.
Jimmy Black from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Brad and Matt Dougherty, the white boy, and Brad Dougherty used to play with Cleveland Cavaliers.
Right.
Wittenberg and Sidney Lowe from North Carolina State, Clyde the Glide, Austin, Tiny Penn. I mean, we had
Sam Perkins coming down there too?
No, that was before Sam Perkins.
No, you mean after.
Oh, okay, that's right. He's younger than us.
Before Sam Perkins.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was a freshman, and we didn't even know who he was.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
He never came. He never came to the gym, man. You know. But we had some great games, man.
You were at though, Mike, you were in such like a rich environment, like the whole, like, I guess the county, or even like just the region. There were so many schools, man. What was it like being in like a college rich environment of the way like Raleigh and that area is? What was it
they called it the triangular area: Raleigh, Chapel Hill, and Durham.
Right.
You know,
right. That's like the tri-state area up here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They call it triangular area.
Yeah.
That was a great area, man, to be in, man. I mean, it was just so many schools, man. I mean, and basketball is king now. It's like how they say basketball is king in Indiana.
Yeah.
North Carolina is a big college basketball town, man. I'm telling you, man. That is just
the place here, man.
I'm telling, and let me tell you, man. I mean, we had such great run, and I'm getting like, what's the name used to come down to watch us play? Valvano from Jimmy Valvano.
Okay. Yeah, Jim Valvano.
He was from Queens, you know. He was coaching Carolina State at the time, and we was trying to get him to set up a game with us against North Carolina State, and he didn't want to do that. I said, well, why not? He said, nah, man. He said, y'all one of the top Division II schools, and we highly rated in Division I. We can't afford to play y'all. Y'all the neighboring school, and if we lose to y'all, our ratings are going to fall down. He said, no, I can't afford to play y'all. He said, plus I'm come to the gym and watch y'all playing against my players, and y'all giving my players problems.
Yeah.
I used to be giving it to Sidney Lowe. He couldn't do that with me, man. Sidney Lowe, and me and Wittenberg used to go at it, man. But you know, I mean, we had some, and he said, man, I wish I knew some of y'all cats. I would have recruited y'all to come to North Carolina. Y'all some bad dudes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yo, I know that feeling because I was upstate New York, man, and you know, my coach was best friends with Jim Boeheim at Syracuse.
Okay, right.
So they don't even want to scrimmage us. You know, we used to go up there. One of my best brothers, man, he was from Syracuse. So we'll go up there and go pick up, man. And it's like, yeah, you motherfuckers, you ain't that nice. You know? It was funny. I said, okay, now I understand why they don't even want to scrimmage us. It's like, okay. They got nothing to lose.
Yeah, but you'll find that even on the Division I level, some Division I schools won't play other schools because they have too much to lose if they lose the game.
Yeah, too much to lose. Too much to lose. Yeah.
Because that's what happened with St. John's and us. St. John's like, man, I'm not. They didn't want to play us. I don't know why. You know, and it's like I guess I was like, you know, Kurt Redding, you know, Ray.
That's how it goes, man. Hey, it makes sense to me when I think about it.
Right.
You know, but if you just want to get some good run, you want to play against the best, right? So when we go up there and play them in the gym, they'll be like, yeah, I know why the coach don't want to schedule you guys.
You know what's funny too, man? I remember, you know, as I got older, I thought about it and I said, you know, we probably all would have went to a lot bigger colleges, if we if we was in different environments, like say high school, but back in high school, the Catholic schools, they didn't have like black players playing for them. They only had like maybe one or two black guys on the team. All the rest of the team was white, and all them guys got into good colleges, man.
Yeah,
They coming out the Catholic school. I remember we used to play against some Nazareth with
Stu.
what's the man name again? Stu Granger.
Yeah.
Man, me and Earl used to give him the
Stu.
business. Yeah, yeah, and it's funny. I ran into him years later. I was playing in Reese Beach.
Yeah.
So in the lab line before the game, I said, "Hey, what's up, Stu?" And he looked at me like, he just kept walking. I said, "Oh, really?" So I gave him 29 and a half. That's the year he was the draft choice, the number one draft choice of the New York Knicks. I gave him 29 and a half. And Mike McCleggan, he used to run the beach. He used to announce the game on that bullhorn.
Yeah.
He said, Mike Bennett just gave the number one draft pick of the Knicks 29 and a half. So at halftime, now he comes over, and now all of a sudden he knows who I am.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Guess what? I might be wrong, but I might have that box score.
Where? Of the beach?
Daily News. Mike used to, for a short period of time, Mike was put in Daily News.
I'd love to see that.
Get out, man. Gave him the business.
But Mike, on that point that you said about Stu, right?
Yeah.
I got some shit to say, but I ain't gonna do it online.
Okay, all right. You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Now all of a sudden he knew who I was. I was like, oh, now you know who I am now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I refreshed his memory.
Yeah. No, but Stu, but
yeah.
Good guy,
yo, man. So
he was a good guy.
No, he definitely was a good guy, man. He has had some shortcomings. But man, what? I think I only played with you one time. I think we played. I don't know if it was in Nero, but I never got the pleasure of playing with you, man. I think we might have played in Nero one time.
Nero, yeah. With
we played against him no less.
I played against him a lot of times. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah. But I couldn't say, hey man, I'm open.
Oh yeah, y'all got us in Kingston, man.
Hey, Mike, I'm open.
Les got the MVP in that game, right? Les in that tournament. Yeah, y'all beat us I think by 1 point, man.
Yeah.
And we had like a 3-on-1 break at the end of the game. And because what's his name had played with us, we put him down, Andre Irvin,
Yeah.
And he was a young boy. He was dying to play with us for years, but he's like, you're not good enough yet, man. You got to work on your handle, your jump shot.
Right.
I mean, he jumped out the gym and all that, but he's like,
absolutely.
We're not gonna let him jump out the gym.
There you go. That's right. But we eventually put him down with us, And he grew up around the corner from us,
Okay.
We helped raise him, man. But
Dre's a good guy.
Yeah. We put him down with us, man. But I think we had like a 3-on-1 break, man, at the end of the game. And all he had to do was dish it off to either side for an easy layup, and we would have beat y'all, man. But he forced up a tough shot and missed it at the buzzer. I said, ain't this something, man? But that was a great game, man. I'm telling you, man. That was a great game, man.
Yeah. And that's one thing I like about it, though. It's funny because Kingston Park's court was like a legitimate court. It wasn't small like Breedboard. So
right.
On a legitimate full court, man, in the summertime.
Outside, man.
And you had to bring your game, man. It's like it was great.
First question: was y'all undefeated prior to that game? Y'all were?
We didn't lose no games.
I'm not even sure.
I know we were. Huh?
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I know we were undefeated. And back, I know every day we came out to the park. Every time we had a game, y'all gonna lose. Y'all gonna lose this week. We had a small team.
So we probably weren't undefeated because if you guys were undefeated, you probably beat us one time before.
But we didn't play y'all early in the tournament.
No,
That's what I'm
we were
asking.
undefeated. We were
No?
both undefeated, Les.
See, I'm 65, man. I don't remember shit, man.
We didn't play y'all. We didn't play y'all until the finals.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because we didn't play during the season against them, man.
Oh,
Right, we
really?
didn't play
Okay.
y'all, we didn't play y'all until the finals, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what made the game even more exciting than what it was, is because somebody was going to end up having a loss, you know.
Right.
Okay. All right. So who was guarding me? That's what I want to know.
Whoever it was,
Who's
it
guarding me?
was invisible.
You got the MVP. Probably it might have been Carlos. Carlos
the game
Morgan.
wore on, they disappeared.
But y'all,
we knew who they were in the beginning of the game. By the time the game ended, they weren't nowhere to be found.
y'all beat us by 1 point. Come on.
I know.
Y'all had a big team, man. And we had a real small team. And every week we came in the park, but I think Carlos played center for us.
Yeah. He was undersized center. Yeah. Yo, but he's a nice guy, man. I like that guy, man. He's a good guy.
He played
a good guy to me,
college with us too, man.
Yeah. Respectful, you know what I mean? Competitive, but it's how we do. You know, it's like good thing.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nobody gonna be bitching. Who 3-pointer? Ain't nobody doing this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So
he
was a good guy.
He is,
good
man.
Guy, man.
And he was. I mean, we had a small team. What's his name was playing with us too at the time? Remember Butch Pearson and went to Lafayette?
Oh, come on, man.
He was playing with us, and he was.
Just so, man, yo, Butch, man, him and his brother, man, we call them the Blunt Brothers, man, because we played up in we was playing with the Courtsmen,
right.
We won the championship. Went to Puerto Rico, to play championship, man, and we had a time of our lives. Oh my gosh, yo, every time I talk to his brother, man, we like, yo, you remember that shit, man? He said, yeah, I remember that shit.
He played with us, man. He was like, him and Carlos were like the biggest guys on the team.
Yeah.
He's telling my brother, coach, he want to play point guard. Point guard? You need to get your ass there to get some rebounds. You know what I'm saying? You mean point guard? I got that.
Yeah.
He wanted to play point guard. He stopped playing with us. But he used to come to the park every time we played, thinking we was going to lose because he wasn't playing with us no more.
Wow. Right.
We just kept winning every week. Every week. You know?
Yeah. Tournament, man. I like that, man.
That was, man.
Yeah, definitely a good tournament.
But they had some great tournaments, man. That Soul in the Hole, Reese Beach.
Come on, man. Brevard, the whole time, man.
I mean, come on. We had the best tournaments ever, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of history right there.
Yeah, and people are not places like minor tournaments like Tillery, and even like you said, the area tournament. But you're playing. You're competing.
Right.
The tournament could be garbage, but there's two good teams in the tournament. There's a competition right there.
Citywide
doesn't make the tournament.
Remember Citywide? Citywide.
But you know what I'm saying, Mike? The tournament
doesn't.
But
Keith, think about this, right? These kids today, they're so soft, right? We would start a game in, say, Tillery, go to West 4th Street, go up to the Rucker, and then go out to the beach on the nightcap game. 4 games in one day, and it's like 90 degrees. Come on, man.
You'll send like when
you're right.
It was nothing soft about us, man.
I remember you changing.
Check it out. When one game is ending, you're sending 5 guys off to start the game at the next location.
Right.
All finish up this.
To start the other game.
That's right.
Really happened for real.
You're right. You're right, man.
Hey, yo, the funny shit is that if you didn't have a car, you'd ride your bike.
Right.
8 guys in a car, man.
Or we chip in and get a taxi.
Yeah.
And be changing our clothes in the taxi from going from one game to the other.
Yeah.
You know
I rode my bike to Reese Beach a lot of times.
Right. Yeah, man.
Funny shit, man.
That was the spot. Or catch that bus. That bus used to go out there.
Oh yeah, the 44 or whatever it was.
35 or something like that. Yeah.
You had to transfer. You had to transfer at the junction by Brooklyn College to take that other bus that went over to the Reese Beach.
Yeah, man.
We had some time. And you know what the crazy part was? like Mike and them used to let the game start late because they know once you get on that bus, you ain't making it on time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
right.
Like crazy, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike was good like that though. He
And
was good like that.
you know the other reason why I found out why you start the game? Because
Mhm.
he didn't want to have to give the referees money without having the game played.
Right.
No, we gonna wait. We gonna wait
Right.
today.
And
You know what
before the
I'm saying?
game started, Mike was like, I need
Huh?
your rep fee. I need your fee now." You know.
Yeah,
And it's like
yeah,
most
that's right.
people just don't understand, man, that all of the changes, all of the things that we had to go through, it built character in our game, you know, and we were hungry
You're
for it
right.
too, you know. So it's like we
That's
wanted
right.
to
That's
get better.
right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So, you know, so how'd
Yeah,
your
man. You're
game
right. We
plan?
had to. Hey, we had so much competition around us. We had
Hmm.
so many bad dudes around us. You had to bring your game every time you stepped out there, man.
Yeah,
Man,
Well,
no doubt.
you
No doubt.
know, so yeah, you ain't had
No
no
doubt.
choice but to sharpen your game up, man. Or else
Yeah.
go out there and get embarrassed.
right.
And we wasn't
Yeah,
having
man.
that. We wasn't having
Yeah.
that. You
Yeah.
know, so
And it's
we
like,
had to be on top of our game.
but the only time that you can get the possibility of you getting embarrassed is because you have like, you know, you want to compete, and then somebody's going to, you know, give one up on you. You got to get them back. You got to get
Right,
them
Yeah.
back.
right.
It's like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just that doing that, even if it's your best friend, it makes a difference. You know, you going at it because if anybody
Yo,
finds out
absolutely.
that you're soft, then you're lost.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I went up to was up to Harlem one year. My man told me to come try out for this team up there.
Hmm.
Carlos, Carlos Morgan.
Carlos,
Man, I ain't, cause we used to go up there and dog them cats in Harlem. I said, I ain't about playing them. I never liked them guys up there. 'Cause they didn't want to do all that showtime. You know, us cats from Brooklyn, we was hard nosed. You know, we was tough guys. We played hard. We played D. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
We played them guys up there. Everything was showtime with them to me, man. Every time I went up
Hmm.
there, so I went up there to try out for this play on this team. We playing, man. There's a guy about 6'4", the other guard on my team. And the guard
Hmm.
on the other team is about 6'4", 6'5", and the other guard was my height. So I told the
Hmm.
guy, you know, let's match up according to height. I'll take the guy. That guy said, no, I'm not guarding that guy, man. I said, what you mean you're not guarding him?
Uh,
Man, I'm not guarding him. I said, you scared of him? I said, yo, man, I got him. So I held the 6'4" guy, gave him the business.
hmm.
Before the trials whatever was over, he was begging me to come back and play with them. He was like, "Yo, who are you? Where you from?" I said, "Man,
Wow.
I'm from Brooklyn, man."
Hmm.
I found out later who the guy was. He was a younger guy to me at the time, but this guy named Kenny Hutchison.
Okay.
This is the guy. He went to school with Richie
Yeah. The
Adams.
animal.
yeah,
The
yeah.
animal.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Man, I dogged him, man. He was begging me to come back and play with them. I said, man, please. I never even went back up there,
Wow.
man.
Right.
But it's funny. I was watching this NBA. Remember that NBA show they used to have with Barkley and
Yeah.
Reggie
Yeah.
Miller and all
Yeah.
them sitting
Hmm.
down talking? They was asking them questions about who's one of the best guys you thought that never made the pros that should have made the
Hmm.
pros. And Reggie Miller brought this guy's name up, Kenny
What's
Hutchison.
this? Oh shit.
I said he probably dogged Reggie out in one of them camps back in the day, like in Nike or ABCD camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably gave
Yeah.
Reggie the. I said to myself, why would you be talking about a guy from New York? Reggie was from California.
Right. Right.
You should have named a guy from California. You thought
Yeah.
this should have made it.
Right.
I said, my man, he must have gave Reggie the business
Man,
in one of
Must
them
have.
camps.
Yeah. He
if he
must have.
said that,
Yeah.
if he
And
said
he's mentioned
that,
this
man,
guy's name on the.
yeah, Kenny must have
Huh?
Kenny must have put a market on him.
Yeah.
That he's still
Yeah, I
thinking about.
tell
He's
you.
still having
I said,
nightmares, Mike.
yeah. And I said, I dogged this guy out. Reggie Miller's talking about
Yeah.
him on TV. He
Yeah.
thought he should
Yeah.
have.
So let
Yeah.
me
I
ask
Yeah.
you a
said, look,
question, and if that's the case, and this goes to like kind of like similar to what Les asked about people, you know, like name the best guard you play with, and you already answered the question to some degree earlier by saying nobody ever like came and like really did you in. Um,
Well,
who was my
well, one
nemesis
dude,
for you?
one dude. This cat, remember DJ, little DJ.
DJ,
He played at the beach.
DJ.
This
I'm
dude,
trying to
man,
think, man.
between him and Larry Washington, they probably two toughest guys I ever played against.
DJ.
Really?
DJ, they call him DJ.
Okay.
I
Okay.
always knew him by just DJ. I never really knew his whole name.
And see, I know a guy named DJ, and that's all I know
Little
him by
short,
is
dark
DJ.
skinned guy.
Yeah, yep.
He played in later years. He started playing with the White Brothers in some tournaments. Like,
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah. But man, he was tough. Woo.
Yeah.
They had a tournament out in Sheepstead Bay. We went out there and took it. We won a championship, man. But I think he gave me like 40 that game, man.
What?
Man, I had like maybe 34 or something like that. But that dude gave me 40, man.
Yeah.
I never had that happen before. But he was, I was telling you, man.
That's funny. I know.
But he had.
I'm not being interviewed, Mike, but I say this, man. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, everybody. But I mean, unless the same thing, man. I nobody. Honestly, I don't know anybody that I walked away from playing anytime and said, "Damn, man, I that dude gave me." I don't know anybody ever scored more than 20 points on me. I'm serious.
Right.
Not Benny, not Albert, nobody.
You know who was
this person? And the close would probably be Kurt. Kurt Reddy.
You know who was tough for me to guard? Little guards. And he was like 5'6". I mean, he was fast. He was like Skeet. He was fast.
I ain't messing around with Skeet.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, bigger guards, guys 6'2", 6'3". I had better success against them than I did smaller guards, you know. DJ, man, that dude was murder, man. Him and Larry Washington. Those are two. Larry was tough. Those are two of the toughest guys. But Larry, you know, he'll tell you to this day that I used to bust his ass. Yeah. But I never felt that way. I just felt we left the court with mutual respect from one another.
Right, exactly.
Larry was a bad dude. I did give him.
I know I always say other people, but I was just hearing you talk and I was just thinking, I gotta give him props, man, because he was a problem for a lot of people.
Yes.
Doesn't get any recognition. Tony Biles.
Who I watched him, man?
Huh?
Oh yeah, but you're right. That was my high school team. Yeah, Tony was a bad dude.
Doesn't get enough respect for people.
T. Biles is one of my favorite teammates.
Yes, he was, man. Let me tell you.
And
he was just ambidextrous.
Yeah, and his
you know what I used to love about the layups he used to make with his left hand.
Yeah.
And the English used to spin it off the other side of the backboard. Yo, Tony, he had a nice handle.
Yeah.
Yo, he did it. He could pass the ball. He played good defense. Yeah. He did a lot well, man. Yeah. That was my guy, man. You're right.
And he would.
But I'm gonna tell you something, man. The craziest thing about T. Biles was that, he get an offensive rebound like we're playing a half court game, and he'll fake around you, and you turn around, and then he'll lay shit up, man.
Right.
Yo, T. Biles was the master at that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck are you out rebounding me? You know, this guy had some crazy game, man. That's one of my all-time favorites.
Yes, you're right.
You think about Kelvin Hicks, Eric Shaw, T. Biles.
That's right.
I'll die with that.
That was my guy, man. We hung out.
Shut your ass down and not even be like it's not even part of the conversation. It's like my
right.
You got that guy, I got this guy. And I don't have to worry about Tony, man, at all. I mean, at all. I'm
right.
with him playing, and I don't have, and I would hope that he says the same thing about me. I ain't got to worry about E because E's gonna play D. But you can count Tony in every aspect of the game. He's gonna.
Right. That was my guy. We used to hang out, man.
Absolutely.
He hits the open shot. He makes the right decision. He plays D. And he's not going to be confrontational with his teammates. He's
real
good teammate.
That's right. You're right.
And
You're right. You're right.
you got to get that guy an award, man.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Well,
you know.
I
But
mean,
that's once
if he would have
again, that's
stayed
what makes
eligible
Southpaw
or
work.
stayed out of trouble in high school,
Huh?
Yeah,
we really would have went some places in high school. If he would have
yeah.
stayed out of trouble or stayed eligible, or I'm because he got suspended from the team a few times, man. And I mean, at critical stages that really hurt
Right,
us, man.
right, right.
If that didn't happen, man, we would have went further, in the playoff, potentially won the city championship, man. But he really hurt us,
Yeah.
man.
He's a
That was my dude,
he
man. We
was
used
the
to hang
difference
out,
maker.
man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Oh yeah, yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
take him out of the if you take him
We
out
used
of
to
the
hang
See,
out.
man.
His
So we're gonna
parents.
wrap this up in a minute, man. But so now talk about. Hmm, can you hear me? I'm sorry.
I didn't hear you, Les. You're breaking
Yeah,
up.
I'm breaking up.
It's all
Yeah,
right.
man. We got ready to wrap this up, man. But so think about the big guys you played with, man. I want to know who did you like to pass the ball to the most?
Kelvin Hicks, he got to be at the top of the list.
Absolutely,
You mean
absolutely.
big guys out of New York you're talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, guys that you played with, wherever they from,
Kelvin Hicks, my man Donald Carroll, he's from Newark, New Jersey,
Okay, okay,
and John Bailey. They both from Newark. Because when I played ball down south, well, the majority of our team was either from Newark, New Jersey, or from Brooklyn.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and all the cats that was from New York, but that was from Newark that I played with, they played on this team. I can't remember the name of the team that they won West Fourth like 2 years in a row. The team from Jersey. I
Oh,
don't know if y'all.
I remember that team that had a lot of high jumping guys.
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
Kelvin
yeah.
Troy. That's that Kelvin Troy and the Trapukas.
Trapuka.
Yeah, that. But no, these are a bunch of
Right,
brothers,
right.
man, and
Yeah,
they was just down the fucking
yeah,
park,
man.
man.
That's the cat
Yeah,
I played with
yeah,
down
man.
south. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, John Bailey, Donald Carroll. He's about 6'7", 6'8". Smooth handle, nice jumper, nice little post game. John Bailey, 6'7". Lived in the weight room, cock diesel.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
had,
yeah.
we had a 7-foot and a 6'10" guy on our team down there.
Okay.
And he was our best low post option on
Okay.
offense because he was just that strong, man. So we played Charles Oakley. And because every team we played, man, he would throw the opposing center all over the court, man. We played Oakley in them, man. Oakley was wiping the floor with him. And we was all tripping out. Like, yo, man, JP, we used to see you do this to everybody else.
Right, right.
Throw you around.
Yeah.
He said, fuck all of y'all. That guy's strong. I
Strong
can't
as
mess with
fuck. Yep.
Oakley took his heart. You hear me? But he was some John Bailey, Donald Cal, Kelvin Hicks. Got to give a shout out. My man just passed away too, man. My man Teddy Smalls. I don't know if you remember Teddy Smalls. He used to play with us back in the day too. He just passed away. He just passed away recently, man. And well, he was our big man back when we was younger. Sweetwater, Kurt Hudson.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dude. He's not doing too well now, man. Either. I just see him recently. He's in rehab, man.
I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago too, man.
Did you talk to him? Yeah, I've been going to see him, and he's getting a lot better, man. But that's my guy too.
Yeah. Sweet's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
That's one of our Restoration Flyers brothers, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Good guy, man. And my man Bogey too, man. I'm gonna have to get my man Bogey a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, my man Bogey, man. And Bogey got our school record. He hit 40, I think it was 48 on Rick Mahorn.
Get out.
Gave Rick Mahorn the business.
Wow.
He dogged him so bad. Rick used to be calling us. He wanted to hang out with us. That's how bad Bogey dogged him.
Okay.
You know, Rick went to school with Ricky Jarvis too. You
Yeah.
know,
Jarvis, yeah.
they always
Dr.
went to
Jarvis. Dr. Jarvis.
the doctor. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just talked to him recently
Yeah,
too. Him and Bogey was on the three-way.
yeah.
He's doing good too. He's down in Virginia, man. But you
Okay,
know,
cool.
I just go to show you how many of us, man. We got some bad
Yeah,
cats all around this country, man. You know, from
yeah,
Brooklyn, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the pleasure,
Absolutely.
boy.
Yeah, but man,
Absolutely.
I really appreciate.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it, man.
What's that in?
Now I said the
I
pleasure
appreciate
of
y'all guys having me on. I enjoyed this session, man. It was great talking to y'all and seeing y'all again,
Yeah,
man. We gotta do this in person,
absolutely.
man. Soon, you know.
definitely, man, definitely.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
man.
It's one
sometime
Absolutely.
this.
of the things, Mike, that are
I'm
trying.
gonna I'm gonna get your number from Eric, man. I'll text you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This is
I
All
one
got
of
right.
some
the
Cool.
nice
things.
Cool.
pictures you might like.
But this is one
Huh?
of
If
the
I got
things
some
that
nice
we're
What?
pictures
trying.
you might like from the guys from the past. Kelvin Hicks.
Oh,
You know,
really?
yeah. Kelvin Hicks, Pete Edwards, Kurt Sumter. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool, man. Those are my guys, man. Those
Yeah,
are my
Yeah.
guys.
this is
Yeah.
something we're trying to
Absolutely.
do, man, is to bring um the guys that played, man, and they're just the people of Brooklyn from that era to bring them together, man, through whatever venue we can,
Right.
share experiences and support each other, man. That's the
Right. Right. That's right.
I always say, Mike, nowhere else in this country or guys from back in the era this close. Nowhere else. You can't
You're
tell me
right.
a city in America where guys that balled in a 15, 20 year period,
Right.
they're still hanging out and talking to each other when they're in their 60s. That don't
You're
happen,
right.
Yep.
you
You're
know.
Yep.
right.
Yep.
And,
Absolutely.
and, and
Absolutely.
quite
I really.
honestly, and no disrespect to anybody, but you see shit on TV, a little girl starting a cookie stand and she gets on Good Morning America, or
Right.
some guy starts, making pocketbooks and, selling them overseas and he gets on Good Morning America. And our story is so much more powerful than that. But
You're
people
right.
forget to, they turn their backs on the obvious positive stories, man. And but
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
okay
Mm-hmm.
because we're gonna still do what we do because
Well,
this ain't forced.
I really commend y'all for doing what y'all doing, man. This is a great thing that y'all doing, man.
Yeah,
I just gotta take my hat off to
All right.
y'all, man.
Appreciate that, brother.
Y'all do a
Appreciate
great
that,
job.
man. Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Great job.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, we're coming to an end of another great show. Hanging out with my homeboy Les Miller and special guest Michael Bennett. South Shore legend. Just want to say thank you for participating, Mike, in the podcast, and we definitely appreciate you coming. You know.
Thank you so much,
Yes, sir.
guys. Appreciate y'all, man.
Sir. Oh man.
Much love, man.
There you
Appreciate y'all.
go. And
Absolutely.
yes, man,
We'll be in touch.
Just pass me the rock, man. I'm open.
You
Pass me
got it.
the
You
rock.
got it.
yeah. And as
All right.
usual, Les, we do what we do. We'll see you guys on the other side, man, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this show and see you guys next time. Okay.